In this video, we're going to introduce the lab and the lecture about number 12. So the basic idea is to practice how to use pandas and other packages to do a financial um, Python programming. So this could be very useful, but again, I want to disclose that I'm not a good trader. So those are basically for um, education purpose. It's just show us how to program with the stock data. So it's not a investment suggestion. Okay. So one of the tools one of the indicator we're going to develop, it's called the green line indicator. So first question is, what is a green line indicator? It's basically a horizontal line indicator for a stock price. When the stock price reaches to the all-time high, and then for the next like three um, bars, three values, they are this all-time high is a local high. So this is a normally used as a indicator for the uptrend. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the local high, like all-time high, and that's condition one. Condition two is this local high has to be greater than the next um, prices. It's higher than the next three prices. So we can program this. The benefit of this is so-called. Some people said this is going to be great when your price is in under on that uptrend. So very likely the price will keep going up. But I don't know. I like I said, it could be just one indicator for you. Um, so to program this, the step one apparently will be we're gonna get the data first. So and then we will also need to set import all those packages and modules. So we will first use the Y Finance. Y Finance, as we mentioned before, is actually Yahoo Finance. So and then we're gonna have daytime. We have pandas. We have the pandas uh, data reader. So we're gonna have PDR data readers. Okay. Um, so so first line is yf.pdr override. That is actually solve the problems of different versions of Yahoo Finance. So there was because Yahoo Finance they updated their data, so it's kind of making sure it's compatibility of the data, and then we can start on we can set the start and end date of the data when we read it. So the start date will be just again, this is the arbitrary number. You can specify your own. In this case, is 1980, December 1st, and the end date will be just today, and the stock will just be a global variable. And the step two is we're gonna get the monthly data, and how do we get monthly data? We first download all the stock data from the start date to end day, and then we save this file to a CSV file, and then we're gonna drop all the volume is less than 1,000. So that basically means we're not interested about because those are not gonna make significant changes. So in other words, it's not good for a penny stock. So it has to be a decent, good blue chip stock, um, and and then we're going to group all the data. Use the data frame group by the month. Frequency is month, and then we're going to find the monthly for the month high. In that month, what's the highest price? So that would be our monthly high, and so we will use that as our value, so we can return that data frame about a month So once we return that data month as the data, then we here to test that we use the spider SPY and has start and now. So this will give you some results. So let's execute those lines. So I'm gonna run this one first, and then run this one, and then run this one. So you're gonna see we have those data, right? We have those data, and then now I'm ready to actually do the calculation of the green line. So what it does is we're gonna has the green line data, and the date is 0, and the last green line value will be set as 0, and current date is empty, and the current green line value is 0. So the idea is we're gonna find the local high. So we're gonna walk through the whole monthly data. We find what is gonna be the local, the all-time high. It's like a local highest value. So if the value is greater than the current value, then we update it. So the current value will becomes this value. So it's whichever value is bigger than this, then we're going to use it. So that will be our current green line value, and we update the dates as well, and the counter set it as 0. So if the value is actually less than current green value, we're going to start to count. Our ideal count number is we're going to count 3 of those value, right? If it's the next 3 months price is less than the current green line value, then we think it's a good green line. And then here's if the counter equals to 3 and the index month is not equals to current month and the year is not equals to that year, then we actually will write something like we have the last green line value and the green line date. We find it, right? We found it. Then we can print out once you go through the whole loop, if you have a green line, so we're going to print out the last green line is this one, and the date is that date, and that's it. That's all we need to do. And then we print out the message. Either we find one or not find one. So here we can run this definition, and then we can test it with just some values. So it actually print out our last green line 9 is actually that, and with the dates. So that's basically the functions, and we can actually make it like just one piece of code. So once you have the definition of those functions, you can actually write them in all one place. Here I can simply just have the whole thing, and then I didn't put the definition of the functions in this all-in-one code in this cell, but I just directly use it. So I directly get the monthly data and then calculate the green line. So that would be our ones. So, and I put a for loop, a while loop. So if there's a stock, let's do SPY, make sure they are giving us the same results. So its green light is still on February 29th. February 29th, the value is the same, and we can try others like a QQQ, and this will give us the green line, and all the others, right? We can try all the different ones. Here, if I want to quit, what I do is I will simply just tap quit. So it will stop. It should be stopped. Quit data not found, and so yeah, we should probably do it right here. To make it better, I can do it at the very beginning and at the end. So in that way, we don't make problems. So that will make the logic better. So it will not show this kind of error. So that's why I modify a little bit. And you can also find the code from this reference YouTube link. It's show you step by step how to develop that. It should work as the one that we have in a function. And that's all for this video.